Hey crafters, it's Jen Evers with Quality Crafts, and this is another one of my nameplates that my good friend made for me, and it was Brittany Pochik, and cute, huh? Anyways, I thought that I would just share how I did my nails for the week, and I'm going to do it really quickly on this little fake paper nail that I made. So basically, I first painted 2 coats of white, and I used this white, actually I used this one, the NYC Long Wearing White French Tip 134. And I did 2 coats to make sure that it was mostly opaque, so you couldn't see through it. And then the next thing I used was this LA Colors. What color is this? Pink Sizzle. And what I did to get the nice straight line that I had was I used just a little piece of tape, and I put that across. I'm going to take some of the oils from my hand so that this comes back off the paper and I don't wreck it. But I put it directly across the top of the nail like this. Making sure to push it in on the corners. And then I went ahead and used this nail polish. And then just went right over the top to the edge of the nail. So some of it goes on the tape, and that's just fine. And then I went on to another nail, and I waited for it to dry just slightly. And then you can peel it off. Oops. So when you peel it off, you get a nice straight line. And that'll happen on your nail too, as long as you don't put too much. If you put too much on and you haven't pushed down the tape enough, you will get you'll get a little bit that's seeped underneath. But if you do, don't worry, because the rest of my design will cover that up. So the next thing I did was I used this one. This is Wet and Wild Shine, and let's see, what color is this one? I don't know that it has a name. Sparkled, it's called. Sparkled. There it is. And it's basically just a nice sparkly color that really kind of mimics and matches that color that I originally used. And then I just put that right over the top of that one, just so that you could see the nice sparkle. Now, I obviously did not wait for this to dry, so I'm having some of it coming up, and that's okay. Okay, while we're giving that a second to dry, I'm going to go ahead and let you know what I used next. I used this one, which is also an NYC. It's called Black Lace Cream. It's just basically a basic black. And then, this is where I used this other white one. This is my French Tip Pro by Rimmel, and it has a really tiny, liner on the inside, which is why I used that one for the dots. So for the dots, I used a dotting tool. One for the larger end for the black dots, and then instead of using the smaller end for the white dots, which you totally could do, I just went ahead and used what comes in this bottle. So I'll show you that next. Now, in order to use the black with the dotting tool, I just like to put out a piece of paper on my desk and just put a little bit of nail polish right onto the paper. And then I can just go ahead and put the dotting tool right in there. Put my dots on, going across, and as you can see where I'm putting the dots here, if you happen to have gotten a little bit of overlap, your dots will cover that up. And I'm just going to wipe this off quickly. Of course, if you forget to wipe off your dotting tool, you can always wipe it off with nail polish remover later on. I'm just trying to give this a second to dry. Okay, so it's starting to look like the design. And the only thing we have left to do is just put on that little white dots. And I'll show you how this comes out with a teeny tiny dropper. Do you see how little that is? And I just make sure that I've got a little bit on there. And then I touch it to each one. And that finishes off the look, and that's all I did. And there they are. So I'm not going to turn my channel into a nail polish channel, but if there are some kind of nail polish things that I do that you enjoy, or nails that you see on that you want to know how I did it, just let me know, and I'll see you guys next video.